So you're planning on going to Denmark and you're thinking of getting yourself a Danish SIM card. Well, then you're lucky because the Danish operators, they offer a lot of data for the low prices they charge. And in this video, I will focus on the basics about buying a SIM card in Denmark. And while I'm not gonna tell you to take out your wallet, take some Danish kroner and pay the salesperson. No, I know that you know that, but I will just give you some basic information that you need to know about buying a SIM card in Denmark, because the SIM card buying procedure is different in each country. So let's just get started, shall we? Hi, it's Odu from Phone Travelers here, where we talk about everything related to traveling with your phone, from local SIM cards, local SIM card reviews, phone travel tips, tricks, hacks, international roaming, just everything related to traveling with your phone. And if that sounds like your thing, make sure to subscribe, especially if you are a frequent traveler, and I will make sure not to disappoint you. Well, somewhat promise. So this video will be an informational video about those who are planning on buying a SIM card in Denmark. So I won't focus on the data packages that the operators offer, frequencies, coverage speeds. For that you can watch my buying a SIM card in Denmark buying guide, but it's just to tell you how to buy a SIM card in Denmark. So I will tell you about the operators and SIM cards in Denmark. I'll tell you which SIM cards are available to travelers, because not all SIM cards are available to travelers because of something that I will tell you later, whether SIM card registration is necessary, and if so, what you need to be aware of, where to buy your Danish SIM card, how much Danish SIM card costs, and if they come with any perks, and the SIM card activation procedure. Alright, so let's just get started with the basics, the operators in Denmark. In Denmark we have 4 operators. We have TDC/UC. TDC owns the UC brand, and UC is also a mobile brand. We have Telia Denmark, Telenor Denmark, and 3 Denmark. But the thing is, these operators, they do not sell prepaid SIM cards anymore. They used to have their own prepaid lines, but all of them slowly started to stop selling them when I was still studying in Denmark. And if I'm correct, TDC was the last one to stop offering prepaid services in February 2020. So, prepaid SIM cards are not available from these operators. But lucky for you, there are mobile virtual network operators, also referred to as MVNOs, and there are many in Denmark. If I'm correct, I read somewhere there were like 40 MVNOs, which I think is a little bit on the higher end, because I have not heard of many of them, and I lived in Denmark for 3.5 years. But some of these MVNOs are available for travelers, whereas most of them, they are not accessible to travelers. And why is that? That's because you need a CPR number, which stands for Central Personsregister, which basically means person's number, a Danish person's number. And if you're traveling in Denmark, you cannot get that, whereas those who are residing in Denmark, like students, people who are actually Danish, residents, whatever, they can get such a number. So because of this, there are only 3 operators that are accessible to travelers, which are Mobile Denmark, Lebara Denmark, and Oyster. And if you're already cringing because I said Lebara and Mobile because you had bad experiences with them in your own country, don't judge too quickly, because these operators are actually quite good in Denmark. But we will talk about that a little bit later. So what about SIM card registration laws? In some countries in Europe, like in Germany for example, you have to register your personal details, like your passport details, in order to get a SIM card. But in Denmark, SIM card registration is not necessary with the 3 operators that I mentioned. If you decide to go and buy a SIM card from an other operator, let's say a Coop SIM card, or Coop, which is a supermarket chain in Denmark, you can buy such a SIM card at the stores. But once you try to activate them, you will need the CPR number, which you won't get as a traveler. So make sure to stick to Mobile, Lebara, and Oyster. Where can you buy these SIM cards? If you're flying into Copenhagen International Airport, there's often a Mobile booth where you can get your SIM card. Otherwise, if you're going to Copenhagen main station, there's also a 7-Eleven there where you can buy a Mobile or Lebara SIM card. Sometimes in Copenhagen city center, in the old town or old street, which if I'm correct, it's called Strogel, you may find a Mobile booth or a Lebara booth as well, usually during summer or when there's a lot of tourists. Otherwise, you're better off going to 7-Eleven. There are many 7-Elevens all over Denmark, especially at train stations, or you can buy them at supermarkets like Netto, Quickly, Fakta, and many other places. And if you actually don't want to pay for the SIM cards, I will talk about prices later, you can actually also order these SIM cards online from the Mobile, Lebara, or Oyster website. Then these SIM cards can be delivered to a Danish address for free, but it can take up to 3 business days before you can actually get the SIM cards, or you just buy them in a 7-Eleven or whatever store that sells the type of SIM card. If you're planning on ordering the SIM card online, be aware that the Oyster website is only in Danish, so you either need somebody who speaks Danish or Google Translate in order to order the SIM card on your behalf. How much do these SIM cards cost? Well, let's just go through that. You can get a Lebara SIM card for free at Lebara outlets. And just a note about the outlets, that's when there's a booth like somewhere randomly, maybe in Aarhus, Copenhagen or whatever. It's not like they are always there. Sometimes they are there, sometimes they are not there, such as at the Copenhagen International Airport. Or you can buy them for 50 Danish kroner, also known as DKK, in supermarket, gas station, 7-Eleven. And the starter kit comes with 10 DKK in credit. Like the mobile SIM cards actually handed out for free at Copenhagen Airport, but you have to top up immediately, so it's not really that free. Or you can buy it for 30 Danish kroner in gas stations, supermarkets and 7-Eleven. Oyster SIM cards are sold for 30 Danish kroner if you get the regular SIM card, 40 Danish kroner if you get the data starter kit, or 100 Danish kroner if you go for the data only SIM card. And you may be wondering, well, why is that data only SIM card so expensive? You're supposed to use that for tablets, modems or stuff like that, but well, who's gonna stop you if you use it on your phone? But that's why the starter cost is much higher. Plus they also have other types of packages that do not come with minutes and SMS that, well, that's relevant for the data only SIM card. The thing is that Oyster SIM cards are a little bit harder to find compared to Lebara and Leica Mobile SIM cards. For example, in my latest stay in Denmark, I was not even able to review Oyster Mobile because I couldn't find a SIM card. I could have ordered it, but well, I was only staying in Denmark for like a weekend, so I didn't really have the time for that. But it is possible to find an Oyster Mobile SIM card in some stores. So how do you activate your SIM cards? With Leica Mobile and Oyster, activation is not necessary, whereas with Lebara you have to make a call first to a Danish number, and I recommend calling to Lebara customer service number, and then your SIM card is activated. So that's just your quick guide to buying a SIM card in Denmark. If you want to learn more about speeds, coverage, packages, everything related to, well, the SIM cards themselves, then you might want to watch my SIM card reviews of Leica Mobile, Lebara, which you can see in the playlist up here. Or you can watch the SIM card buying guide of Denmark, where I cover the stuff as well. If there's no eye up there yet, that means that the video will be coming soon. I promise you it will come soon. Or you can go to my blog post, phonetourist.com/Denmark-guide, and you can read everything you need to know about buying a SIM card in Denmark. Once again, I'm Adu from Phone Tourist, where we talk about everything related to traveling with your phone. What I do on the YouTube channel, I also do on the site, phonetourist.com, but then a little bit more in depth, where I also talk about some technical aspects, like the frequencies that the operators use in the country, which, well, sounds boring, which it actually is, but it's quite important. But people on YouTube, they are not interested in that, so that's why I keep that type of stuff on the blog itself. But these guys also include some other relevant information as well, so I highly recommend you to check it out. I would also recommend you to sign up for my newsletter at phonetourist.com/newsletter, where you will get an Excel sheet with the best SIM cards in over 230 destinations, which gets updated once a month. And every week, or at least I will try, every week I will send you a newsletter with some stuff related to traveling or traveling with your phone. And sometimes I will throw in some discounts as well from products that I use or that I know that might be relevant for you as well. So which SIM card are you gonna try when you are in Denmark? Comment down below. And if this video was insightful, make sure to click the like button and make sure to subscribe as well. That's it for today. Enjoy your time in Denmark, and I shall see you the next time. Bye bye.